Good morning, scholars and families. Happy Monday. Welcome to another week of learning, of guided reading. I'm so excited. Show me silent excitement if you're so excited for this week of learning. Yay, can't wait. Now, I know you're probably thinking, when are we going to get to go back to school and do some learning? I'm thinking the same thing. Don't worry about it if you're really missing school. I still want you to try your best on your learning online, though, okay? Remember, we want everyone to stay safe and healthy and not get sick during this time. And so we're going to keep doing some YouTube learning. You guys are doing a great job. I want you to know that I'm very proud of you. So keep it up. We're going to start this morning with some shout outs. Before we do some shout outs, I want you to look at this picture of this Lego guy who opened up his brain and he's doing all of this learning. You can see that he's doing lots of reading books. Inside this picture, he's doing some computer work. These are things that you are also doing. You guys are learning. You guys are reading. You guys are watching videos. You're playing Lexia. You're playing Zern every single day, I hope. And so this is what's happening inside your brain. You're getting all this information and your brain is getting bigger. Your brain is getting, because you're going to what grade? Yeah, second grade. So your brain's getting bigger for second grade. Now, if you're going through this video today and you're not trying very hard, your brain probably isn't getting as big as it should get. So make sure you're trying your very best the whole time today in all of your videos and in your Lexia and your Zern. Say, I can do it. Let's be a little bit louder. Say, I can do it. All right. My shout outs today are for scholars who went on Google Classroom last week and they did their exit ticket for guided reading. So on Fridays, we're going to post a couple of questions for you to answer instead of a video, and we're going to see who's getting fours. It's just like your exit tickets in literacy and just like your exit tickets in math, except for now you're only going to have exit tickets on Fridays. So these are shout out to the people who did their guided reading exit ticket last Friday. Excellent job. That means they're completing their work. They're part of what we call the 100 Club. It's called the 100 Club. If you're part of the 100 Club, it means you did 100% of your work. It means you did all of your work for the week. If your name is not on this list, that's okay. You can still be a part of the 100 Club once you do your exit tickets from last week that are on our Google Classroom. So shout out to Morgan, Justin, Cameron Williams, shout out to Rashawn, shout out to Charles and Ava and my Sean. All three of those scholars have been working extremely hard. Shout out to Elijah and DePaul and Skylar March. Shout out to London and Abigail Savage. Shout out to Caleb and shout out to Zoe White. Nice job, first grade. All of those friends are part of the 100 Club from last week. Let's see if you can join the 100 Club this week by getting all of your work done as always. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our learning. The first thing we're going to do today, you are experts at, so we're going to go through this kind of quickly, but we're going to continue to make inferences. Remember, an inference is a guess. An inference is but we're not just guessing about anything. We need two things to make an inference. I want you to pause your video and tell me what two things we need to make an inference now. We need text evidence and schema. We need text evidence and schema. And schema is what you know. Schema is, I asked a lot of friends that on the phone last week and almost everyone got that right, so nice job. Let's go ahead and read our sentence then that we're going to use to make an inference or a guess in our text. Go ahead and take your finger, put it underneath the first word. We're reading this one time together on 2, 1, 2. In the story, I read blank. So that makes me think blank. Now today, friends, when Miss Rossi has you pause your video and answer questions, I want you to make sure you're using your sentence stem. You're going to use your, all right. Remember, an inference is a guess based on text, evidence, and schema. Another thing that we might have to guess or make an inference about is character traits. We're going to talk about, remember, character traits is what a character is like on the inside. A character trait is what a character is like. A character trait is what a character is like. Excellent. We can also use our sentence stem, our inference sentence stem, to talk about character traits. Let's read our sentence stem one more time. We're reading together on 2, 1, 2. In the story, I read blank, so that makes me think blank. Ooh, nice job. Okay, now I want you to pause your video. I want you to look at this chart, this character traits chart of this girl that we have on the screen. And I want you to tell me I want you to name 3 character traits. Name 3 character traits. You're going to Name 3 character traits. Good. I'll go first. Ready? Lazy, loyal, and proud. Okay, your turn. Pause your video and name 3 character traits now. All right, if you named 3 character traits using our chart, give yourself 2 claps and 2 more. Ooh, I love when my friends use resources just like you would in the classroom. All right, now I have a little quiz for you. Some of you, I think, are having a hard time staying focused during these videos. So if you're not focused, I want you to put your eyes on me. Ooh, let's do this. Oh, nice job. You clap back. Okay, let's read this together. Take your finger, put it underneath the word my. I am reading and you are reading. I am reading and you are reading. Get ready. On 2, 1, 2. My friend Adam always tells jokes. I always laugh when he is around. Which character trait best describes Adam? All right, let's look at our choices. Ooh, multiple choice. We're so good at multiple choice questions. Okay, here we go. So if Adam always tells jokes and makes us laugh, is Adam A, generous? Is Adam B, responsible? Is Adam C, funny? Or is Adam D, unkind? I want you to pause your video and use your process of elimination to decide if the correct answer is A, B, C, or D. Remember, process of elimination is when we cross off the wrong answers. All right, I want you to pause your video and I want you to think. Is the answer A, B, C, or D for a character trait to describe Adam? Pause your video and answer now. Okay, I know that he tells jokes and laughs. So is someone generous who tells jokes and laughs? No, remember, generous is someone who gives things away or is very kind with the things that they have. So we know it's not generous. What about responsible? Is someone who is responsible always telling jokes? No, someone who is responsible does what they're supposed to do all the time. Is Adam funny if he always tells jokes? Maybe. Some of you might have said yes. I like your thinking, but we're going to read all of our answer choices first, like we always do. Let's look at D. Is Adam unkind if he's telling jokes and laughing? No, unless he's making fun of someone, that is very unkind, but this doesn't say that he's saying unkind things. So we think our answer is C, funny. Adam tells jokes and everybody always laughs when they're around Adam. So his character trait is funny. His character trait is, show connection if you're funny. Yeah, we have a lot of scholars who I would say their character trait is funny. I love that one. All right, let's go ahead to the next one. Nice job. This is our last one before we read. You're reading with me. Take your finger, put it underneath the word Peter. We're reading all together on 2, 1, 2. Peter did not do his homework last night. Uh-oh. When he saw his teacher, he told her that he lost his binder, but completed his homework. What character trait does not describe Peter? Okay, pause. Uh-oh. So Peter did not do his homework, but he told his teacher that he lost his binder and his homework was completed. So is Peter telling the truth or is he telling a lie? He's telling a lie. So let's see our question. What character trait does not describe Peter? So let's see. Is Peter A, dishonest? Is he being dishonest in this story? Yeah, so this does describe Peter. So this is not going to be our answer because he is dishonest in this story. What about unkind? Is it unkind of Peter to lie? Yeah, so he is also unkind. Remember, the question is asking us what he is not. He is being dishonest and he is being unkind. So let's keep reading. What about irresponsible? Irresponsible means not responsible. It means, is it irresponsible for you to not do your homework? Yeah, that is irresponsible. That means you did not show responsibility. So he is being irresponsible in this passage because he didn't do his homework, and that's irresponsible. What about honest? Is Peter being honest with his teacher in this story? He is not being honest. He is telling a lie. So honest does not describe Peter. He is not being honest, and the question says, what character trait does not describe Peter? Our answer is D. Our answer is All right, nice job. That one was a little bit tricky, so we went through that one together. Now you're going to do some of your own character traits and making inferences with this book that I'm so excited about. This book today is called Cinderella. Ooh, not Cinderella. It's called Cinderella. It's called. Now, we all know that we finished our unit on Cinderella stories, which is my favorite unit, but this book has a lot of interesting things, like Cinderella story elements that we learned about our character named Cinderella. All right, we're going to read today about Cinderella. I want you to go ahead and get started. I'm going to give you the names before you begin. The boy's name is Matteo. His name is, and his stepbrothers' names are Primo and Guapo. Their names are, so we have Matteo, Primo, Guapo. We have, if you forget what their names are, read through the word just like you're going to do for all the other books in the story. All right, friends, go ahead and pause your video and read these 2 pages now. Nice reading. I want you to go ahead and pause your video and read through these 2 pages now. Nice job, good endurance. Some of you might be showing connection to some of our Cinderella stories. All right, I want you to pause your video and read through these 2 pages now. Excellent reading. Go ahead and pause your video. Try your best on these 2 pages and go ahead and read these 2 pages now. Nice endurance. Nice reading through the word. Keep going. You got it, friends. Go ahead and pause your video and read through these 2 pages now. Almost done. Great job. Go ahead, pause your video and read through these 2 pages now. All right, last 2 pages. I want you to pause your video and read through both of these pages now. All right, let's go ahead and answer some questions about our story Cinderella, which is one of my favorite stories. Okay, first question. What did Matteo's father teach him how to do? Pause your video and answer, what did Matteo's father teach him how to do? Go ahead and pause your video now. Nice job. His father taught him how to pitch a baseball, how to throw a pitch. So a pitcher is the person who stands on that big mound and throws the ball to the batter. So Matteo learned how to pitch. Excellent job. How did Matteo and his mother feel after his mother married a rich man? How do Matteo and his mother feel after she married a rich man? Go ahead and pause your video and answer that question now. All right, I'm gonna highlight, let's see if this works. Oh, Ms. Rossi, try to figure this out. 1 second. Oh yeah, okay, here we go, we got it, friends. It says in the text, Matteo and his mother were thrilled. So they were very excited, or they were happy that his mom got to marry a rich man. All right, let's see what happens. And of course, we meet his cousins, or his stepbrothers, Primo and Guapo. Very nice. How did Matteo feel when the twins wouldn't play with him? How did Matteo feel when the twins wouldn't play with him? Pause your video and answer that question now. All right, in the story, I see in the picture, I'm going to highlight his eyes. I see that Matteo is crying and that Matteo had to do all of the chores. So that makes me think that Matteo is upset that they won't play with him, or he is frustrated or mad that they are playing and he is doing the chores. Show connection if you agree. I would be very upset if I had to do the chores while everyone else got to play. Why do the twins call him Cinderella? Why do the twins call him Cinderella? Now we're making a guess. Our author does not tell us why they called him Cinderella, but we can look at our text evidence and use our schema to make an inference as to why are they calling him Cinderella. Go ahead and pause your video and answer that question now. In the story I read that Matteo did all the chores while the twins got to play. They said that's just like Cinderella. Friends, did Cinderella have to do all the chores while her sisters got to do fun things? Yes. So, in the story, I read that Matteo did the chores while his cousins played, just like Cinderella. So that makes me think that they named him Cinderella because he has to do the chores just like the story Cinderella. So he has to do the chores just like Cinderella does. Next question. What was the baseball team holding? What was the baseball team holding? And we're going to go into the text and answer that question now. It says right here, they were holding tryouts. The coach came into town and they were holding tryouts. That means you have to try to be a member of the baseball team. Why did the cousins say that Mateo couldn't go to the tryout? Why did the cousins say that Mateo couldn't go to the tryout? Pause your video and answer that question now. In the story I read that he doesn't have a uniform. He can't go to the tryout because he doesn't have the right clothes for the baseball game. Really quick, last question. How does Mateo feel when he can't go to the tryout? Mateo feels upset, frustrated, sad, disappointed. Those are all really good adjectives to describe how Mateo feels. Nice job. Who comes to help Mateo? Who comes to help Mateo? Go ahead and pause your video and answer that question now. In the story I read that the lady from the taco cart says, "I'm your fairy godmother." So the lady from the taco cart is his fairy godmother and she comes to help him. What is the fairy godmother's magical element? Ooh, what is the magical element of this story? Go ahead and pause your video and answer that question now. All right, I hope you got this right. Remember, a magical element is what is used for magic in the story. So it says right here, she waved her magic spatula. Now in this story, this is a spatula. This thing that you use in the kitchen, it's a kitchen utensil. She used her magic spatula. Very nice. Now, what is the one thing Mateo has to do? What is the one thing Mateo has to do after tryouts? Pause your video and answer that question now. In the story, fairy godmother says, you must leave the minute the tryouts are over. The minute the tryouts are over, you've got to go. Otherwise, friends, what do you think is going to happen to him? Yes, clothes might turn back into rags. All right, let's see. Very nice. What did Mateo do during tryouts? Pause your video and answer, what did Mateo do during tryouts? This answer comes right from the text. He struck every boy out. And then he got every boy out again. Ooh, that was a bad line. Let's do this one again. And then he got every boy out again. So he struck out every batter. So if he gets out every batter, if no batter gets a hit, do you think Mateo did a good job or not so good job? Let's do rock, paper, scissors. Good job or not so good job? Get ready. Rock, paper, scissors, go. Yeah, he did a really good job. The team was crowded around him. How did Mateo feel after the tryout? How did Mateo feel after the tryout? Go ahead, pause your video and answer that question now. In the story, I see Mateo's face and he is thrilled. He is excited. He is proud. He is happy. He did a really nice job. Excellent job, friends. Nice job. What did Mateo lose on the way home from his tryout? What did Mateo lose? Pause your video and answer that question now. It says he lost one shoe. So my next question is, what is the proof of identity in this story? What is Mateo's proof of identity in this story? Pause your video and answer that question now. The shoe. Nice job. His proof of identity is his shoe. Very nice job. What happened when the twins tried on the shoe? What happened when the twins tried on the shoe? Pause your video and answer that question now. They tried on the shoe, but it didn't fit. They tried the shoe, but it did not fit them. Nice job. What is a character trait you could use to describe the twins? What is a character trait you would use to describe the twins? Are they generous? Are they kind? Are they friendly? Are they proud? Are they loud? Are they selfish? How would you describe the twins? What are they like? Go ahead and pause your video and answer that question now. In the story, I read that the twins made him do all the chores. They wouldn't let him go to the baseball tryouts. So that makes me think that they are bossy or rude or mean or inconsiderate. That means they don't care about Mateo or his feelings. So they are rude, mean, bossy, inconsiderate. You might even say that they are bullies. Nice character traits. Why do you think the coach wants the twins to be the towel boys? Why do you think the coach wants the twins to be the towel boys? Go ahead and pause your video and answer that question now. In the story, I know that the boys wanted to be a part of the team, but they were mean to Mateo, who becomes the star pitcher. So the coach is trying to give them what they deserve and make them be the towel boys and not play on the team because they were so mean to Mateo. So he says Mateo will be our star pitcher and the twins will be the towel boys. Do you think the twins got what they deserved, friends? Yes or no? They still get to be a part of the team a little bit, but they don't get to play. They get to do the towel boys. So I think that's probably fair for twins who are not very kind. Nice job. My last question is, what is a character trait you could use to describe Mateo? What is a character trait you could use to describe Mateo? Go ahead and pause your video, use your text evidence, and answer that question now. In the story, I read that Mateo did all of the chores. He also worked really hard on his pitching. So that makes me think that Mateo is hardworking. He is very hardworking. And at the end of the story, Mateo gets to be the star pitcher. So that makes me think that Mateo is proud. Mateo is. Yeah, so he's hardworking, he's proud. You could even say Mateo was kind and nice because he has not been mean to anybody in this story. So those are some character traits that I would use to describe Mateo. Nice job, my friends, with this reading of Cinderella. Now I want you to tell me, 1, I liked the story a little bit. 2, it was okay story. Or 3, I loved this story. Go ahead, I kind of liked this story. The story was okay. Or I loved this story. Go ahead. Shake, shake, show. Shake, shake, show. I liked this story a lot too. If you showed me a 2 or a 1, that's okay, as long as you tried your best. Last thing I want to say, as always, is that I'm so proud of you. I think it is very hard for first grade friends to be doing learning online like this, but I want you to know that you're doing an excellent job. I am so proud of you. I want you to keep working hard and growing your brain because you can do it. I'm very proud of you. I love you. I miss you. And please keep up the good work, okay? I love you, friends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.